just gotta like invest in yourself and
believe in yourself.
Because I was a quiet girl also, like a couple of years ago before I started my business. You know what I mean? And look where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And that's itself like, some people might not see this as successful, but I see it successful for myself, because it's like I actually did.
Hey everyone, thank you guys so much for your continuous support, and thank you for clicking this video. If you'd like to find more ways to support us, please visit our website at goodconvosonly.com, where you'll be able to find our merch and all of our podcast episodes. Welcome back to Eat and Talk, everybody. My name is Yusra.
And I'm Gilbert, and we're back with another episode of Eat and Talk.
We got Miss Body Fusion today, aka Sundus, in the house. Oh, she's so cute. First of all, I love your lashes. I don't know if I told you that earlier.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let Sundus introduce herself, but she is a small business owner. Shout out to woman entrepreneurship. Whoop whoop. I always say I love seeing my sisters here on Eat and Talk on the podcast and doing great things. But check out her Instagram at The Body Fusion. I'm going to let her explain her services and exactly what she does and who she is. And Gilbert, you know what to say.
Don't be humble.
Oh, don't be humble.
I try my best not to be.
Don't be humble.
Yes.
Hi guys, my name is Sundus. I'm 26 years old. So basically what I do is body sculpting. I offered multiple services: skin tightening, cavitation, wood therapy, teeth whitening, and I'm also dropping my waist trainers soon.
Yes, and she brought me a waist trainer today, so I'm about to be snatched. I put it up there.
Can you go over that list again? Because I don't think they heard you the first time. So what do you do again?
Skin tightening, teeth whitening, wood therapy, cavitation, butt lifts. That's what I forgot. And they're all non-surgical procedures. So
I don't know none of that, but I'm happy to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Well, that's why we got her on here. We're about to find out. That's so amazing.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that you're here today. I really love the services that you offer. I think it's important. I mean, it's non-surgical. Like, did we say that it's non-surgical? So tell me, how'd you get into this?
Don't be humble. I see certified body sculpt specialist. Don't be humble.
Yeah,
I'll try my best.
Don't be humble.
And I'm a humble girl. So basically, I got it done myself 2 years ago. Shout out to Glow Ups, Noelle. She trained me. So basically, after that, I started being more trying to find out exactly what it is. So I started doing my research on it, and I fell in love with it. I was like, this is me, you know. So I was always a person that, like, growing up, I was always kind of insecure about my body a little bit. So as I grew up, I became more confident. And I was like, I feel like we don't do that a lot in my community.
Yeah.
So this is something I really want to do. So that's the reason why I got into it.
Wow, I love that. So that's amazing. And I love that, you were inspired. And then after that, like, you were like, you know what, this is something I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So what was the first service that you started, like, practicing and all that?
Actually, it actually comes all together.
All together?
Yeah, it's like
damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's like one machine that does everything.
Wow.
So I started doing, like, my popular one is the cavitation.
Yeah.
So I started doing that and
what is that?
a lot.
Oh yeah, we gotta explain.
So basically, it's a procedure that eliminates the fat. It breaks down the fat. So it's like I have a machine where there's skin tightening on there, cavitation and wood therapy, but they all do different things. So the skin tightening melts the fat and tightens the skin more, and then the cavitation breaks down the fat.
Okay, so and how does this, like, work? So how do you, like, explain, like, this machine? Like, where does the fat go? How does it turn? Because you said it's non-surgical, so I want people to know, like, what are the benefits of using these services over going to get a liposuction or a BBL or whatever the case is.
Dr. Miami.
She is.
You're Minnesota Miami.
The organic woman, Dr. Miami, yes.
So basically, it's all natural. It comes down from pee. That's why I advise all my clients to work out, to go to the gym. Like, during the day, we sweat out, and that's all the fat goes. So we pee it out. It comes down from the lymphatic drainage. So that's basically where the healthy, all the fat goes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what makes it non-surgical and healthy.
So you're sweating, or you are?
You're sweating. That's why I advise them to go to the gym after workout. Do
everything
cardio.
Natural.
Eat healthy. Like, continue doing like what you're supposed to be doing. Yes, cut down the carbs. Like, it's not just magic. Like, you got to maintain it. And same thing goes with surgery too. You always have to continue maintaining it. Yeah. So
even like the people that get surgery, they do this after.
They do.
Like, their results and everything.
What sense does that make? You do it after surgery?
No, you can do it before surgery also.
because you have to maintain it, because you get a procedure done and your body can still flop.
That's
like you can
true.
still get fat, so you gotta like, okay, we helped you process this, but you gotta continue it. So that's awesome.
And everything.
So did you answer? She asked, "What was your first service?" And you said,
she said it all comes together.
All comes together.
It's like one machine. So it's like there's like different kind of. It's like the cavitation, the radio frequency, and the vacuum all come in one machine.
Yeah.
No wonder you like Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle like to put everything together, and you're doing that for the community.
Yeah.
You do teeth as well.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
Well. Mm-hmm.
So basically, was there a lot to explain? It's like teeth whitening. I just have this gel that I use. What is it called? Sorry, I'm kind of nervous.
It's okay. You're doing great.
But so basically, I just have like this like machine that does that.
Teeth whitening.
LED lights that uses to whiten the teeth.
So basically, she's a one-stop shop.
For everything.
Okay.
So if you can get one done, you can get another.
Like get your teeth done, get your body done, and everything like that.
I actually had like clients that came in for one thing and walked out with multiple services done.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's
congratulations
amazing.
to you for doing everything. And you're doing it for the community.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. So like, let's get back a little bit into like our community and like us as women, like growing up like as Somali women, like or just in women in general, like our insecurities always get the best of us, How did this like help you go over obstacles and become more confident, and also help other women be more confident with their bodies?
So basically, like I said before, growing up, I always had like, especially like when Instagram promotes a whole different area of like how your body's supposed to look like and how you're supposed to look 24/7. So growing up, I always dealt with a lot of insecurities about, I don't like the way my stomach looks and I don't like the way my butt looks, you know what I mean? So it's always trying to like cover up more and everything. But growing up, as I hit like, especially in our Somali community with our parents, they don't teach us how to be confident on how to like accept your body. It's always you're too fat or you're too skinny.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's like I had to teach myself how to love my body the way it is and teach that. So by doing body fusion and body sculpting, it's my way of telling other girls, no matter what size you come in, you still look beautiful at the end of the day. So I dealt with a lot of people that come in thinking, I don't like my rolls, this is that, and I always try to promote, even though I have to sell something, but it's still like I'm promoting
body positivity. Yes,
love your body no matter what. At the end of the day, you don't want to go to the gym, you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like it's all about the inner. That's it.
That's so important.
Yeah,
It is important. It means a lot when you're internally, and that's a theme too. Like love yourself. That's really important. So what is, like going into this journey 2 years ago, like what was like the hardest thing for you to start this, or what was the hardest thing that you have to deal with? Was it the customers? Was it learning the machine, staying like committed? What were some obstacles that you had to face?
I feel like the training was super easy. It took me probably 3 hours to get trained, and then I did have my first client my first day that I actually got my certificate.
Wow.
3 hours?
Yeah, the training was 3 hours long, or probably 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I really struggled with was being consistent at first and believing in myself. You know, because after you start a business, it's like you go through this journey of, how do I get clients? How do I get out of my comfort zone? How to do a lot of different things. So for me, the hardest thing was being out there and networking, you know, because I've always been that little girl, like, I like my quiet self.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to be behind the scenes and everything. So it's like, nowadays, I just go out there. And then it's like, I don't try to compete with a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like more of, when my time comes, it comes.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's growth
that's
and maturity and everything. That's amazing.
I didn't have a business up and up.
I know. No, for real. No, I'm so glad you're putting yourself out there. And so tell us about, like, has there been was there a shift in your life, like a networking event that really changed your life outside of like your training that really motivated you to go harder?
Yeah, I actually went to the Growth Conference last year. It was last year.
Shout out
and
to
I
the
went
Growth
there,
Conference.
Like, I remember because I think my friends were sick at the moment, so I went there by myself. And
Shout out to you for that.
I don't like going to places by myself at all. Now I do, but before I didn't, you know, especially like in a whole community where there's a lot of Somali people bringing their friends, their family, and everything else. So it's like I went there and I sat down and I just see like all these amazing people out there, like Asi and all of them, and I'm just like, oh my God, like this literally inspires me to do better and like inspires me to do a lot more than what I need to be, and it motivates me to get out of my comfort zone, because being behind Body Fusion is not going to get me anywhere behind the screen. You know what I mean? So I have the courage to go up there and actually like talk to people and be at different events that where I need to be, instead of like being in a place where I'm not welcomed.
Yeah. I love that. And shout out to Asia for sure, and the Girl Conference. I met a lot of people that, and I think that's how I found out about some. This was actually through Asia, so that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you come up with the name?
Actually, my friend came up with the name when I first started. She, because I was going through like a lot of different names, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to like name it, because you know how like there's a lot of people that go by their name and their business, and I didn't want to be like that. I want to be different. So we were just like playing around with names, and she just came up with it, and I was like, I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. The Body Fusion, and I love like the logo and everything like that.
I recently changed my logo, because when I first started, it had like, I went on Canva, because I was just like, why not? You know? So I just like drew some stuff up, and I was like, I'm starting right away.
Look at you! She a real like a business person.
At first, I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to wait. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm just gonna throw some logos on there and just start, and then I'll start fixing up as I go. And then I found this logo like I think 6 months ago. I started like creating my own logos, and I just had somebody made it for me.
Yeah. Looks super nice.
And I actually do have one that's like black and gold that I wanted, but I wanted my page to be white.
Yeah.
So it goes back to like, because I know you're doing it. You're probably the first in your community to do it. Have you had like, what are the difficulties that you're facing in the community with this idea of?
That's a good question.
Of doing what you're doing.
I'll say the support.
Is it hard? Do you think it's been hard, or
lack of support?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people out there, especially in our community, say that they're getting into it and doing it, but it's more of. But like I tell everybody, it's like everybody will come at a certain point in life. You know?
And your time will come.
Yeah, like you said.
Like they might not book me right now, but they will book me at some point in life. You know what I mean? So I just let people. I try to promote as much as I can and let people know exactly what I do all the time. So a lot of Somali people know about me and they know exactly what I do, but it's about their journey also. Are you ready to start committing yourself to the gym? Are you ready to get out there and actually start being healthy and everything? And that's the only thing that I promote, because it's like health and fitness. So it's like, if you're not ready for that journey just yet, then this is not the right one for you to do it, because you're not going to see as much results as you want to do, as you want to see.
I know you. So I know we had this conversation, I think, in one of our episodes about like social media and how they portray the women. Do you feel like women come to you trying to portray what they see on social media, or are they trying to live up to what they want to do instead of trying to live up to something they've seen on social media?
I feel like some people really think that it's like an instant result. Okay. Like the minute they come in, they have to see results like this, but it's not. And I try to be as authentic as I can be with my business, clients, and I tell them exactly, you have to do this, you have to follow the pre-care, you have to care everything that you need to do that I'm telling you to do, or you're not going to see results. And I do have some clients that come in, that are patient with me, that do everything, and they love the results at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But there's some people that come in, and that will be like, it's only one session, why am I not seeing results or anything? And I'm just like, girl, I'm not here to take your money, you know? But like at the same time, it just has to be consistent. And some people just come in and they don't even work out.
You think that's consistent? I feel like consistent applies to everything in life, from business to your health to whatever you want to do. Do you feel like in our community are we getting used to accepting the fact that we have to be consistent about doing something, or we're still, lacking in that?
Are you talking about like just in business?
Yeah,
or
in anything.
In anything. I feel like we lack a lot of that. That's just my opinion, because I feel like we see a lot of consistency. We think that what we're doing is consistent, but it's really not. And there's some people out there that are actually putting in the time and work to go to school, go to start a business, the fitness journey, everything that they want to do, they do consistently. But there's some people that out there that just do what they do, and they just like they think that they're going to get results by just waiting and not putting in the work for it.
So is more of your business, is it more word of mouth? I feel like you said that before you started the business, you were not out there. Yeah. And then you went to the Growth Conference. Now that puts you in a room full of strangers. So are you getting word of mouth now with your business? Or are you doing more networking here and there?
One thing about me, anywhere I'm at, I'm talking about my business.
I love that.
I've met, I go is like, the first conversation we have is, hey, what do you do? Or we talk about this, and I bring up my business within the first 5 seconds. And then I find out that they do a business. So it's like amazing.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I see on your page you say $85 deposit required. So what made you decide to do deposits?
Because people be canceling. Time is money. Time is money. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I'd rather have a deposit just in case they cancel, because that time being wasted is my money.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I respect that. Yeah.
So I usually just like cancel appointments if they don't give the deposit the same day or the next day even.
Good, as you should. Absolutely.
Be proud of yourself. Do exactly what you put
And she gets results. Like, I'm looking at your Instagram right now, and like this is amazing, and this is all about like consistency, and I love it because and you make it clear you're like the client was consistent with her sessions.
I always try to put that
so that's good, because like this is like, you know, awesome like body transformation, and it's like super awesome. So I kind of want to go back a little bit into the services again. I guess like what is the most like efficient service that you provide? Like I see here like you're promoting like wood therapy. And like the what is it called? Like even the
radio frequency.
Yep, and those things. So like, what, or I guess I should say, what is the most common one that you usually get?
I do the RF, radio frequency, and wood therapy. Most of the time, I don't charge the wood therapy when it comes. Let's just say somebody books for the cavitation. They're all coming together. The cavitation, radio frequency, and vacuum therapy. They come together. So it's like sometimes I just throw an add-on for wood therapy without even charging them, because I personally want to do it, you know, because I love it. And it's more of like hands-on, trying to see the results, because seeing the results makes me happy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
So I just add it on and just do it.
Yeah.
But the most popular one is wood therapy and the radio frequency nowadays.
Okay, that's awesome.
But when I was first starting up, it was the cavitation. People love that.
They love that.
Literally every single day I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's awesome.
So I took your idea too. So I'm going through your social media page and stuff like that. I noticed that this is not only for women, men.
I've had a couple men do it too. It's all for men, but nowadays it's like, when I first started, I was promoting for both men and women.
Okay.
So I was like got into my business more, and I found out I was getting more women clients, and men were a little bit kind of like, their ego got inside. I was like doing this. So I just was like, let me just shift my topic and my everything to just women. So now I just do basically women. But if a guy books me, I'll take him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then I also love like the quotes that you like have on your page. So tell me like your social media. How do you run it? How do you post? What is it like keeping up with it? What is the purpose of your Instagram?
My purpose is just to create positivity. Vibes. Just like my whole page is like, it gets hard because I do have 2 different accounts, my main one and my business one, and I try to stay away from my main one as much as I can be, and just focus on growing my business page. But it gets harder, especially like me working my 9 to 5 also, and try to post right after. Like I have an exact timing that I want to post every day. It's like around like 4 to 5 p.m. That's when I know the audience are going to be watching. So it's like, so that's when I try to post. So basically, but it gets harder at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then now I just gave my business page to my little sister. So she runs it. I taught her a lot of things, and she just runs it for me. And every time I just take pictures, I just send it to her. And every day, like, yo, you gotta do this, do this, do that. You know what I mean? Just try to build my team up and try to get as much support as I can.
That's smart.
Do you So I was seeing about your social media. Do you encourage people to be proud to show that progress?
Yeah.
Is that, do you
the
feel
progress, like exactly like their body?
Their body and the teeth. I saw, you have a couple of people. Do you feel like sometimes as us people, do you feel like we're scared to put 100%. Our progress out there, or is it the opposite of I'm excited to show my progress?
I wouldn't say like majority of them, they're scared. Because I feel like I recently posted that video. If you go down, I recently posted a video of me with my journey. I don't know if you can, right there. No, this one.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, I recently posted my journey because I was like, what do I have to like relate to my audience, especially what I'm doing right now, especially with my fitness, with my page and everything. So the reason why I posted this because it's just like, to make other women feel confident to show their body and their journey also, and make them feel comfortable with their own body.
Look at my co-host in the comments.
Oh yeah, I'll be supporting. I'm in every comment. I'm the first one up in there for sure. No, honestly, when I first, it's crazy because I knew Body Fusion before I knew Sundus. I did not know who was behind this page. I didn't even know it was a Somali girl. So when I found out, I was just like, yo, this is like, I'm all for like my Somali sisters, So I love that like you promote like body positivity, like you show progress, like you're brave, and all that stuff. So that leads me to my next question. What is a success story for you? Is there like a proud client or even you internally, like a proud moment, epiphany or whatever that you had that you were like, damn, like I'm really doing this?
I would say when I started my business.
Okay.
I'm proud of you. Yeah.
Growing up, like I remember my mom always used to be like, you have to go to school.
Yeah.
You always have to go to school.
African parents.
Me personally,
school wasn't it.
It was not it. I found out right after I graduated high school, I was like, what do I want to do? Mm-hmm. I had a couple of years where I lost myself, where I was like, I don't know exactly who I am. Mm-hmm. And then my mom just kept pressuring me to go to college. I was like, why not? Just go to college. So I went to college. I spent like 2 years in college. Didn't know exactly what I wanted to major in, what I want to do. And I always knew as a young child also, like, I wanted to be in business. I had this business mentality. So, it took me a couple years, but I was like, why not? Like, and then my first kind of like, I wouldn't say like a business, but like it was lashes. I wanted to do lashes. I remember my friends got me the kits. I started practicing. I wanted to go to esthetician school, and I was just like, this is not for me. Like, I don't think I have the patience to do lashes, So I was like, damn, what should I do? And then when I got this done, I started just.
You found your niche.
It was like, how people like spend money on the things that they actually like want to spend money on. Yeah. So it was like the first time I found out that she was taking she was doing trainings, I was like, I had no second thoughts. I just did it. I just went for it, and I was just like, it's time for me to actually start investing in myself. It's time for me to like do something that I'm proud of, and that's literally one of the proudest moments ever. And the fact that I didn't give up.
I love
you definitely didn't give up, and
I love
shows
that.
Now. It shows.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. No, that's
you.
Absolutely amazing, honestly.
Thank you.
So what's next for Sundus in the Body Fusion? Like, what could we expect from you this year, next 5 years? I mean, definitely don't like. We don't want no evil eye, but like, inshallah, but what could we expect from your business?
I want my business to grow.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I always thought, every time I talk about my business, I just start smiling.
I love it. And you have the most beautiful smile, so please continue.
Like, I don't know, I'm just so proud of myself.
I am too.
So my business, I feel like I want to be able to like have like multiple locations everywhere. You know what I mean? Like expand more and like add more services.
Where are you at right now? We didn't even mention that. Where can we find you?
I'm located in Minneapolis, but I'm about to move soon, inshallah. My lease is up in like a month, so I'm about to locate into like probably like Uptown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna come to our block? Yes. Okay.
So inshallah, like I'm trying to have multiple different like areas and everything and locations, and have like trained girls. But I'm all up for training. I remember somebody told me, because I remember I was talking to somebody one day and I was like, I want to start training soon, inshallah, and they asked me why, like, is don't you not like competition? I was like, I don't see it as a competition.
Period. That's called confidence. Yeah. Exactly.
Me personally, I don't see it as a competition. It's like, I want to be able to teach others what I know, especially in our community, especially in Somali
we need more
African everything. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of my clients are East Africans also, so it's like we need a lot of us that are doing into the fitness and everything else. Like, we need that because health is wealth at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So yeah,
absolutely.
Inshallah, that's the goal.
That's amazing.
And I think I think this is why Yusra and I have this platform, because I feel like the guests that we have, I know they're not gatekeepers at all. Like Yusra keeps on mentioning, no one on
I love it. Y'all don't be gatekeeping. Exactly.
And I like the fact that you're excited to teach something that you enjoy doing. That's good. I think that's what makes you more successful, when you're willing to actually not gatekeep anything.
Yeah. And happy 1 year anniversary. So how long you been now? Obviously it's more than 1 year, but like how long have you had this business?
Since last May. I started at the end of last May.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to you.
2021. Wow.
Yeah, before my 25th birthday.
Nice.
So COVID, you were just relaxing.
COVID, I was just
figuring it out.
Yeah,
what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Okay, so let's talk about your waist trainers. How did you come up with it? Talk about the benefits of a waist trainer.
First of all, like I came up with the waist trainer like I think like the first couple months of my business. I was like, what can I do to sell something? You know what I mean? And then I came up with my waist trainer. I was like, even like, because apparently it's not like, you know how we're selling shoes or anything else, when we have a product to sell, you can go to a lot of different places. You can go to a lot of different places. That opens up a lot of different opportunities for you. So for me, with what I do, it's more of, I can't talk about it a lot as much. You know what I mean? I have to show my work. So it's like if I want to do a lot of different pop-ups or go to different places, I want to be able to continue what my brand does. And that's for me to sell something. So I came up with my waist trainer with that, what is it called? With that logo. At first it was that logo actually.
Yeah.
But then God stopped me from
I love
showing
the gold.
that.
Yeah.
So basically, at the beginning of the year, I was like, I want to get waist trainers. So I started figuring out the vendors and everything, and I got like multiple ones that I wanted to do, and I was like, this is it, I want to do it. And then I wore it a couple times, and I was like, it's not it, it's not giving what it's supposed to give, that, you know what I mean? It's not like, I don't like it, basically. So, and then I just decided to go with, especially with this brand right there, and then
that's a wrap.
And then basically what it does is, it basically helps with your posture. And what I do with my treatments is like they go hand in hand. So the minute you do the treatments, this help better the results. Also, you know what I mean, and get that hourglass that you need.
I love that. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing this. So, like, you know, we're not gonna hold you too long. We always say that, like, I know we're gonna have you back here because I want to see you when you got multiple locations.
Yes.
And I know it's gonna happen, inshallah. But what is one piece of advice that you can give to young women who are kind of looking to find their purpose or want to start a small business? What advice would you give them?
I feel like there's something I always preach, but just start.
That's a very common theme that all of our guests have, which is amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I feel like you just gotta like invest in yourself and
believe in yourself.
Because I was a quiet girl also, like a couple of years ago before I started my business. You know what I mean? And look where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And that's itself like. Some people might not see this as successful, but I see it as successful for myself because it's like I actually did something that I wanted.
Who the hell not going to see this as successful? This is successful.
This is successful. And like social media is like a lot more of, they see a lot of like pressure and competition, where it's like your followers is not growing, or this is not happening, or you just started last year. But for me is the fact that I even started, that means a lot to me. And I feel like one advice that I would just do is just invest in yourself, invest in your time, your money, everything, what you got to do, especially at a young age.
Absolutely.
Because once you grow older, you probably just not going to know what you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that for you. This is amazing. Mashallah, Sundus. Thank you so much for coming on today. Getting out. Once again, you got out of your comfort level and comfort zone. You put yourself out there. And I know that this is just going to be one of many podcasts and platforms that you're going to be on to inspire others. So I appreciate you. Girl, you're doing amazing. You killed it. We're going to have Sundus sign our Hall of Fame hoodie. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching Eat and Talk. Until next time.
Thank you for
it's
having
a wrap.
me.
Yes, thank you. Yay! You did so good.